Time to see what the wizards are up to.
Hey, everybody.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing good. Nice to see you here. We have some more Hero stuff to share today from the upcoming Kickstarter.
An Alchemist teaser coming up.
Very excited about this. Let's see, before we jump into that. So our current giveaway is for some awesome Sorcerer expansion pack. Sorcerer is such a beautiful game with the most amazing art and really cool combos. And the more expansion packs we have, the more combos that you can play with. So this, to enter this contest, all you need to do is, I believe it's like our Facebook page or like us on Instagram, and you'll be entered. But Saf can also post below a little bit about that. I think we were running this through Halloween timeframe. I hope everyone else is doing some fun things for Halloween. We'll be going trick-or-treating with Little Pony, Twilight Sparkle. A couple other things. So
we're gonna be I'm gonna be live streaming tomorrow, live streaming Star Realms, and on Saturday at 11 a.m. We are also going to be doing Hero Realms live streams. So basically, every week, Darwin and I live stream. We'll play people online. You can challenge us to 48-hour games. We'll play you live, but that doing the 48-hour challenge gives us time to sort of talk about stuff and read comments and stuff while we're playing. And if you beat us on stream, you win 100 credits in Star Realms. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m., if you want to come battle me, you can win some credits.
Daniel said the troll domain is really good.
It is awesome. It is awesome. We have in-app tournaments in Star Realms. If you haven't tried these, it's really cool. And actually, tomorrow is an awesome day to do tournaments because Wednesday is free tournament day in the app. We've got tournaments at 6 a.m., 1 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. on Wednesday. And the other days, the tournaments are cheap. They cost about $1 in credits to play in the tournaments. You can win foils and other and avatars and in the tournaments. And we also have a weekly championship every Saturday. And the weekly championship, if you win that, you get a whole bunch of cool prizes, including alternate art scouts and vipers, which look absolutely awesome. So you can come battle on the weekly championship on Saturday, or tournaments every single day, casual tournaments every single day of the week, including a bunch of awesome free tournaments tomorrow.
Awesome. And you're going to be live streaming on Saturday also this week, right?
Yeah. So so basically you can play, you can watch and play me in Star Realms tomorrow night at 7 and Saturday at 11 a.m. You can check out Hero Realms. Hero Realms digital app is super fun. If you're not in the beta, you should come just check out the play because it's very cool. And if you are in the beta, you can battle me. We don't have credits in Hero Realms yet, but if you beat me, you'll win credits for your Star Realms account. Plus, of course, bragging rights of beating down one of the designers.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to thank Dusto for doing the live stream this past Saturday.
Thank you, Dusto.
So
we were visiting our kids in college, so we've got and we brought our second grader along while we were visiting our kids in college. So
yeah, and Darwin was out of town, so thank you. Dusto was our guest live streamer. If anyone else is interested in live streaming, we do travel occasionally, so we'll occasionally need substitutes, or guest streamers. So thanks. And I saw some people did beat Dusto, so congratulations.
Not an easy feat.
There was a question here about getting a separate category for Hero Realms on Twitch. So I actually thought I did this. So if it's not showing up, then it didn't go through. So I'll go in and I'll look at it again. There was like a third-party site that you had to go and add your game on. And I went and I added our game and I put the art in and everything. So I will take a note here to go back and check on that. and get that sorted out, because we definitely want to have it as a category. Thanks, Desto. About my name. Oh yes, I know you challenged me and I missed your challenge. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna send you a challenge this week so we can play. I saw you on there. Okay, let me get back to my slides here. Oh, I also want to mention, I think we mentioned this last week, that we have decided to go to PAX Unplugged. We're still finalizing our planning. This is sort of a late addition to our plans. We will be in the tournament area at PAX Unplugged, and we will be running a in-person Hero Realms and Star Realms Legend series on site. And we'll be running a lot of sort of learn to plays. You can come by at any time and demo our games. There may be a couple times when we're running a tournament, and so we don't have as much seating, but generally we'll be there from whatever time the hall opens, which I'm not sure what time that is, till midnight every day. So plenty of time to stop by and say hi, play our games.
Yeah, and we will have a little shop there. So basically in the tournament area, we'll have stuff for sale. And of course, we'll be showing off all our games, including some of the games that aren't out yet. So we'll have Kapow and Robot Quest Arena. We'll have demo copies to show off, and then of course all of our existing games.
That's awesome. So let's see, Rob, do you want to talk a little bit about dungeons? Does anyone want to hear about dungeons?
So we have awesome products for Hero Realms coming out. This is for the paper version, but of course this stuff is going to make its way into the digital version eventually. We have the new Dungeons set for Hero Realms. This is an awesome box set which has an all new market deck, 80 card new market deck. We've got all new characters. The box set itself is going to contain the Barbarian and the Alchemist, and then we've got expansion packs for the Bard and for the Druid and for the Monk and for the Kickstarter exclusive Necromancer. All very cool new characters. We're going to be showing off stuff about those new characters in the coming weeks, including showing you the Alchemist today. So I also wanted to just show you some of this awesome art. Check out the artwork for the Druid. I just absolutely love the Druid art, and we'll be doing a Druid preview soon. But today, I want to do the Alchemist preview. So the Alchemist is a very cool new character class. And the Alchemist has a lot of powers around working with alignments in the game. So let me show you so sorry, 1 second. Let's jump down. There we go. Okay, so this the Philosopher's Stone is one of the cards. It's one of the sort of key cards in the Alchemist deck. With the Philosopher's Stone, when you play it, you choose a faction, and the Philosopher's Stone gains that faction for that turn. So basically, this will be great for triggering ally abilities of existing cards in play. So when you're playing the Alchemist, you want to pay a lot of attention to what the ally abilities on cards are, because you're going to have a lot easier time than other classes triggering those ally abilities, especially early in the game. So, you buy something on the first time through the deck, there's a really good chance you're going to be able to activate its ally abilities because of those Philosopher's Stones. Sorry, just got to jump to the next card here. So, and then the Alchemist also has these Frothing Potion cards in their deck. These give you combat, so basically they're kind of acidic or explosive potions that the Alchemist uses and throws at their enemies during the battle. And so they give combat bonuses of +1 combat, and if you have 2 or more cards of the same faction in play, you get to draw a card. Now, of course, the Philosopher's Stones are super helpful for triggering the draws from your Frothing Potions, because if you get 1 card of a faction out, you can use your Philosopher's Stone to get that that additional card. And then the skill for the philosopher, they have the reflect card, which allows them to gain combat for each card of a faction that they have in play. So this is some turns, if you don't have any cards of your faction out, you're not going to be able to get a powerful effect out of this. However, sometimes later in the game, if you can get like 3, 4, 5 cards of a faction out, you can start getting some really powerful effects from your reflect skill. And with the upgrades, we do some neat stuff with this as well. And then final card preview I've got for you is the sacrifice ability, transmutation. So this one is really neat. It's transmutation. With this, you can sacrifice a card in your hand and acquire a card with a cost up to 3 more than the scrapped card. So you can acquire a card for free. It costs up to 3 more than the card you scrapped. So this can be great early in the game, where you can thin your deck out, like get rid of one of your gold or a less desirable card in your starting deck, and just get rid of it, and pick up anything. Pick up a fire gem or any card that costs 3 or less from the market. But you can also use it later in the game if you've got a card that isn't as useful later in the game that does have a cost. You can get rid of that and get something even more good that costs up to 3 more than that. So if you're willing to give up a 5 cost card, you can use that to acquire an 8 cost card. So most frequently I've used, when I'm playing the Alchemist, I'll use this in the early turns to sort of build my deck, build the economy or combat in my deck, picking up a good card and getting and thinning my deck. But you can also save it and use it later in the game. Yes. So every character in Hero Realms has their own card frames. There are different frames for the different card types to help differentiate them, and just adds a really nice feel to the game. There's a lot of these, of course, gorgeous artwork in the game, but also the card frames. All the details have really beautiful elements. So that is the Alchemist character. The Alchemist is a lot of fun to play. You have a lot of control when playing the Alchemist because of that ability to change the color of the Philosopher's Stone, get those ally abilities triggering, and some of the higher level skills and abilities give you some really neat game control elements as well. So the Alchemist is awesome, and it is just one of the 6 new characters we have coming in this Kickstarter next month. Very soon now.
Show another one next week.
Yeah.
So this was a suggestion. Can we make it from Javier? Can we make cameos of our games, like a card called Strange Artifact in Hero Realms, and it's a crashed ship from Star Wars?
That's a cool idea. I like it.
I think that would make a cool promo card too. Okay, so we just wanted to mention Hero Realms Digital. If you aren't playing Hero Realms Digital, it is super fun, and I just wanted to mention that you can still late back if you haven't. The reason why I'm mentioning this is we post and do emails when we're doing an update on Hero Realms Digital, and when we do post, we get questions. How do I get that? So you can back it at shop.wisewizardgames.com if you want to be a late back. I'm not sure how much longer we'll have that going, but it's still available now, and that game is available on Steam, Android, and Apple. But you have to buy it. You can't. People were saying they couldn't find it in the Play stores. It's not available in the Play stores because it is in beta, and that's why we are doing. We're doing updates like once every week or two. where we're fixing bugs and
Yeah.
adding features. Like we added real-time play, and now we've been fixing some additional things that have come up with feedback from people.
And if you can't remember our shop, you can always just Google the Hero Realms digital Kickstarter and then click the late back button there. Bring you over. Yeah, the Hero Realms app is incredibly fun. You get to play as any of the characters in the game, but and you also get to level them up over time. It really highlights the leveling and all the treasures and such that are in the Rune of Thandar series. And it's just a really, really fun mechanic. And playing your character, leveling them up over time, getting to sort of shape them in the way that you want them to be is a ton of fun.
We got some Ranger and Thief fan here.
Yeah. I'm currently loving the Wizard, Ranger, but all the classes are super fun. I actually have a character of every single class in all 5 classes, and mostly doing asynchronous play, but occasionally I'll do a real-time game. But yeah, you can. I'll show off those characters on Saturday when I'm streaming, so you can stop by and check it out.
And try to beat Rob.
And try and beat me. Yes. Good luck. All right. So Robot Quest Arena. We are continuing to move things along. The Robot Quest team at Perfect Day has been busily finishing up all the design elements, doing play testing, etc. And basically all the content is designed at this point. And we've got the factory working on the miniatures. So those take the longest. The minis are sort of the hardest thing to produce. So we haven't submitted all the paper card files and all that sort of thing, but all the miniature files are in with the printer, and they're working on making the first round of pre-production minis to basically make sure that they have they can get them right. And we'll be, of course, going back and forth with the factory to get those the way we want them to be. And we've been working on the Robot Quest Arena rulebook. And we are going to be posting that soon to the Kickstarter backers. So you guys will be able to take a look at the rulebook, read through it, make sure it makes sense to you. If there's anything where we screwed up or you're not quite understanding how the game flow is supposed to work, you can let us know and we'll tweak it and make corrections. That way the rule book that you get in the box will be super easy to understand. And it's a really cool looking book. So I'm excited to,
beautiful.
I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah, we'll have that pretty soon. Hopefully, by next week's stream, we'll have that up already. So
you're building up some Wizard fans here, Rob.
Nice.
Congrats on hitting level 12
Yeah.
Wizard. And says Freak, are you streaming Hero Realms on Saturday? Is that what you said, Rob?
Hero Realms on Saturday. So
Star Realms on Wednesday.
No, wait, sorry, I totally screwed up. Star Realms tomorrow. Hero Realms tomorrow. Star Realms on Saturday. You thanks for the correction. Yes. So Tuesdays we stream Hero Realms. So join me tomorrow to see. Wednesday we'll do Hero Realms. Join me tomorrow for Hero Realms. Saturday for Star Realms. Yeah. So sorry about that. Had my wires crossed.
S Freak. All right, I got it. And Saf will post. We'll post that on social media. So if you're confused, we will post.
I don't know why anybody would be confused.
The morning of. We try to make sure we know like who's. So we posted that Dusto was going to be streaming on Saturday. So we do try to post on the day of so that you know who's streaming and what we are streaming.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I have wanted to just talk quickly about the box set, but any other final questions, go ahead and post them.
So we've got a awesome Star Realms box set. This isn't any new content. This has the Star Realms base game and the Gambit set in it, but it also has 4 starting decks. So this is a great set for a new player, but it's also really great for existing Star Realms players because in addition to the nice box with a nice interior, it also and a big, really nice big rule book. It also comes with a game board, which is really pretty, and you have a really nice interior layout here. So it's got room for the market deck and for your starting decks and your gambits separated out, and room for additional expansions here. All these pockets are large enough for cards with sleeves, so you can use it with or without sleeves. And there's nice different score sets for showing off each of the factions with the 4 different starting decks. So this is a really nice set. It can be a great travel set for Star Realms. It's not as big as the Universal Storage Box, so you won't be able to hold every single card we make with sleeves, but you can definitely put together a nice Star Realm set using whatever mix you like playing with. You can have it in here, sleeved up, and then you have a really nice version of Star Realms that you can carry around with you.
It looks great on a KLX.
Looks great on a KLX.
I love having a big box
I got the Star Realms box behind me there. It's a beautiful box set, and an absolutely fantastic gift for new players.
Is it an all-encompassing rule book, and will the new rule book be available for download?
So it is not an all-encompassing rule book. It handles the rules for just the contents in the box. So this is a box we wanted to bring in new players with. So the idea was to make a set that looked like a board game, because obviously Star Realms comes in a little tiny box, and some people don't recognize it as a board game when they see it, and so we wanted to make that sort of obvious to people. And the rules that we put in it, we didn't want to cover all the stuff because we didn't want to confuse or scare anybody. It just covers the content in there, but there's a good amount of content. You got the base game, you got the gambits, you also have those solo and cooperative missions that come in the gambit set, the Pirates of the Dark Star and the Nemesis Beast. So, but that's what's covered in there. I'm sure we'll put a version of it online. I don't think we have done so yet. And we also have the comprehensive Star Realms rules online as well.
Yeah, and it's nice because it is bigger. I have trouble reading smaller font, so I really do like the new format.
Yeah.
So we will. I'll talk with Adam. We can get it up online so that people, if you want to use that version of the rule book, you can print it out.
And Star Realms is a game where physically you're going to play a lot of times, like dozens, hundreds of times. It's not, it's going to get that use. So well worth the investment.
So we do have a box. If you're just looking for a storage box, up there, that large box is even bigger than the one that Rob is showing, and that is strictly a storage box. So if you have an existing collection that you're looking to house in a single box, then I would recommend the Star Realms Universal Storage Box. This is a separate.
You can also just pick up one of these and give the card. Either have additional content. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having your Star Realms base set in its little box in your backpack, and it just stays there all the time, and then you just you have another set in here. You can either get
Frontiers. So if you have Frontiers, you can combine that with base game in this box.
Frontiers would easily fit in in here with it as well, and there's separate compartments. So if you wanted to have your Frontiers market deck in one spot and your other market deck in the other, in case you just wanted to play Frontiers, you can totally do that too.
And this box set, I just want to mention, so it will be available in the November timeframe in retail. So you should be able to pre-order it now from your local game store. They can right now pre-order it from distribution. And we also have a pre-order available on our website if you don't have local game store near you at shop.wisewizardgame.com. games.com. You can, Saf has posted the link here, but you can pre-order on there as well. So yeah, we're really excited to be able to get it in stock in time for the holidays, which was not a simple feat. Randy in particular did a lot of late nights to make this happen. So thank you. And many people on the team were working on this to make it happen. So I think it's going to make an awesome Christmas gift. So I think that was all the questions. We had Peter from Poland. Thank you for the positive comments on Hero Rounds. Said there's a lot of Hero Rounds fans in Poland.
Awesome.
Thank you. We have a great Polish partner that publishes our games in Polish. And we did have a question from David here. Any movement on the Star Realms Deluxe Nova set?
Yeah, so basically, I posted an update a couple weeks ago, basically saying, yeah, we're waiting on the factory, and we've gotten some, pictures of like the card dividers and stuff, some of the other elements. We are waiting on that pre-production proof. I actually just reached out to them to get again today to get the latest, but currently still waiting. As soon as we have that, we will definitely be doing an update and letting you guys know. My expectation is when we get that pre-production proof, there's gonna be something that I want to fix. Usually everything isn't perfect, on their first okay, here's the final version pass. So my expectation is I'm going to get that, I'm going to make some corrections, and then we're going to get a corrected one, which will be right. But who knows, maybe they'll get it, everything will be right this first time. So knocking on wood, and we're hoping on to get that sample very soon. We've been basically harassing the factory on a regular basis, so it's been a very painful process for our team, but there's a lot of backlog on the production side, and we're going to have similar pain when it comes to the shipping, because there's a ton of backlog on the shipping end as well.
Rob, do you want to show the universal storage box really quick? We had
sure. I'm not sure
if
this one is open or not.
I think so.
or what we have inside, but let's see.
Just want to know.
So you can get an idea on the size of it. It's pretty big. And
we're not sure what's in this, but
and this one we have just a absolute ton of cards in, but these rows are long enough to hold a playmat, and it comes with really nice plastic dividers, which aren't in this one. This might have been one of our early prototypes, but comes with very nice plastic dividers,
like the Hero Realms one.
Yeah, like the Hero Realms one, basically dividers for every single set. Really cool artwork on them. They're a nice thick plastic, so they got a great feel to them. And yes, it is a big storage box, so you can hold every set we've ever made with sleeves, plus playmat, plus have room for additional sets as we make them. So basically, it was designed to sort of be a home for all your Star Realms cards.
Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome.
Will we see some news, or have we announced any news about Endbringer? So
Endbringer, we have so much awesome content that is so close to us putting up on the tabletop simulator. So we basically all the Endbringer content, the nemesises, the different aspects, the horde hordes you fight against, all that content is done, and we are in the process of putting it up on Tabletop Simulator, getting the rules write-ups for them so that you guys will be able to play through it. So I'll be working on an update for that. Probably, I really should do an update for each of the individual sets, because they are just so beautiful. So I'll work on that.
And we did cover some. I mean, we have covered some Sorcerer Embering, I think, a couple weeks ago. Those are, we generally do post clips from these weekly streams as well. So you can check the Kickstarter. We post them as updates as well.
But wait, very soon we're gonna have that stuff going up, and it is gorgeous.
So Vash NL is asking, I've been playing the solo base game a lot recently. I am loving it. Will we get to see more challenges with dungeons? So I'm guessing this is Hieroms solo with character packs.
So basically, so we have a lot of solo and cooperative content coming in with the dungeon set. So we will have dungeons comes with a solo or cooperative campaign dungeon adventure. So this is a separate storyline from the Rune of Thandar storyline, so you can bring all new characters through this. So you'll be able to play with the Barbarian and the Alchemist PvP against each other. You can also play solo or cooperative, have them go through the campaign. You can bring in additional characters, either from the character packs or from the new character packs, or you can bring in the old original characters, as long as you have the Thandar stuff for their skill and ability upgrades and magic items. You can bring those characters along through the dungeon adventure as well. And so that it's actually going to be a 12th encounter adventure in the dungeon set that you can play through. So that's all included in that box set. So that's going to be awesome. In addition, the next installment of the Rune of Thandar storyline, Watery Graves, will be available as an add-on. So Watery Graves, the next installment of the Thandar series, is coming soon, and that'll be available, as I said, as an add-on in this Kickstarter. And Dungeons has a separate campaign that you can play through as well. So,
awesome.
So yeah, lots and lots of solo or cooperative content.
How about ancestries?
So no new ancestries for this Kickstarter. We've got 6 new character classes. Obviously, we have the ancestries from the Ancestry set and the Kickstarter exclusive Half Demon Ancestry. So if you don't have the Kickstarter exclusive stuff from the previous Kickstarters, you can always you can get it on the next Kickstarter. Now we've got 11 character classes and the 6 ancestries. So there'll be 66 different character combinations you can play as. Not to mention that each character you can customize as they level up with different treasures and different skill choices. So the replayability is, of course, absolutely insane on the Hieroms stuff. And one of the nice things we're doing with these new characters, you'll have, for the new characters, you'll have the character pack, and you'll also have an adventure deck. The adventure deck contains their skill and ability trees and all the magic items that they all 20 magic items that will take them from base level to maximum level. And we'll have instructions in there on how to what the characters look like at every level, how to build characters of the various levels. And so you'll be able to do both campaign play, where you level up over time, but also do PvP play with leveled up characters. You'll be able to do legacy style PvP, where every game you level up and get more and more powerful. So really, really cool stuff coming for Hieroms.
Can you talk a little bit about how you get those for existing characters?
So currently, the content for leveling up the existing characters is in the Thandar series. So basically, our original design had, you bought the character packs and you bought Rune of Thandar, that gave you the skill trees and some magic items. Then we released the next set, some more magic items, next set, some more magic items, etc. We've been debating, do we make adventure packs for the existing characters, for Fighter, Thief, Ranger, that would be redundant content to the stuff that's in the Thandar series, but conveniently located, etc. So we're not sure yet whether or not we're gonna make adventure decks for the 5 existing classes. The content from the adventure decks is basically spread out through the Thandar series sets. So if you're playing through the Thandar series, you'll have the skill trees for the 5 base classes, and as you get the various sets, it's a Thandar series is going to be a 5-part series. We've got 2 out now. The 3rd one's coming with this Kickstarter, and the magic items and stuff will be in those.
Feedback, it would be helpful if people wanted to have more than one copy of a particular character.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to play the wizard. Okay. And then, we had a question about so in Star Realms Frontiers, there's the 8 solo co-op challenges, which Nicholas's group really loves playing those. Any plans for more co-op challenges in the future for Star Realms?
So not in the immediate future, but it's definitely something that I'm sure we'll have more of them over time. The next big thing coming down the pipe for Star Realms is the Star Realms Rise of Empire, which is a 2-player legacy experience. It's a prequel to the Star Realms base set, where it features the rebellion of the Star Empire from the Trade Federation, and you develop over time. It's incredibly awesome. I've talked about it at length previously, and we'll have more on that. That'll be coming.
An hour right
that'll
now.
be coming next year to Kickstarter. So, and yeah, it is gorgeous. Lots and lots of cool stuff coming.
Gosh, yeah, definitely check out the Ancestry Pack. It's really cool.
Yeah. The Ancestry Pack is awesome. You can play as a dwarf or an elf or a small folk, orc or ogre, and if you get the Kickstarter exclusive set from the Journeys Kickstarter, you can also play as a half demon.
Mm-hmm. I like the half
Yeah.
demon. Okay, I think we've answered all the questions. If anyone has a really burning question, you can pop it in right now. But I think that's it.
You're also free if you want to jump in on the stream Wednesday or tomorrow when I'm doing the Hero Realms live streaming. If you want to hop on, you can always ask me a question on there. If you missed any of the previous Kickstarters, the content that you get for free when you back a Kickstarter, the stretch goals and stuff. In our future Kickstarters, we put those back available. You have to pay for them. But basically the past Kickstarter promos you can get, but only during Kickstarter. So basically, if you jump in on the next Hero Realms Kickstarter, you can back that other stuff.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you. Well, Rob will see you on Wednesday
and
Saturday. You're
and
gonna be busy.
Yeah.
And have a great weekend. Have fun over Halloween weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.